For the fifth straight day now, our president huddled in the White House with no open press coverage events on his schedule. He did find time today for an interview with the Daily Caller, but the president has not been seen in public since announcing that temporary deal to reopen the government on Friday in the Rose Garden. That means no meetings with the congressional negotiators working on that deal to keep the government open past 15 February. Trump has been spending a lot of time on his phone. Here is a small sample of the more than 40 tweets he's sent out since the weekend, including this threat today. And we quote, "If the committee of Republicans and Democrats now meeting on border security is not discussing or contemplating," a lot of proper names here, "a wall or physical barrier, they are," proper name, "wasting their time." His warning seems to have gone unheeded. Democrats announced today they will, quote, "push for a smart, effective border security posture, one that does not rely on costly physical barriers," meaning there's no sign of a potential deal quite yet. With us tonight, Tamara Keith, White House correspondent for NPR, and Franco Ordonez, White House correspondent for McClatchy Newspapers, who covers, among other things, immigration and foreign affairs. Good evening to you both. First of all, Tamara, we should all have people in our lives as loyal as Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who said in an interview out today she believes God wanted Donald Trump to be president. Having established that, last week, we established during the shutdown his number one priority was the shutdown and this wall. Do you have any idea what it is we can't see in the West Wing this week? I'm holding in his hand his schedule for tomorrow. Nothing public again.
Right. Nothing public again, though there is a meeting with a high-ranking Chinese official, and there have been trade negotiations going on starting today, though the president wasn't, strictly speaking, involved with those. Also, there are preparations underway for a State of the Union address next Tuesday. Those typically do involve a lot of preparations, though also, typically, presidents are seen in public in the days leading up to the State of the Union. So, this is not the first time that President Trump has sort of seemed to disappear in recent weeks during the shutdown. There were other stretches where he just seemed to disappear from public view. In some ways, the wall and the border security fight has eclipsed everything for this White House and the rest of its agenda.
Franco, Tamara is right. We have seen these long spells, and he has also felt comfortable to complain how long he's been cooped up in the White House in Washington, what he missed out on over the holidays. You've been pool reporter recently, which normally you're run and gunning. You have a huge responsibility to report back to everyone else who can't be part of the tight group of reporters covering the president. What's that been like other than the Maytag repairman?
Exactly. I mean, I think yesterday I was there all day from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. The only thing that I reported back to the hundreds of reporters who were kind of waiting, for any type of, information from the president was that there was a lunch break, and the end of the day was basically called by 4 o'clock. Colleagues are essentially watching their watches to see whether there's a Marine outside the Oval Office, which indicates Trump is working. And they're questioning, is he there in the morning? Is he not in there? There's a lot of questions about it. You brought up the schedule for tomorrow, the meeting with the vice premier, the China, as well as the American manufacturers. He's signing an executive order. That is a perfect time to have a photo op of the president doing something. This is typically what presidents do. Bring the cameras in, show that the work that he's doing. All of that is closed press. It's very interesting.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.